everyone, let's start. I know it's the last session. You are all set to go to the main auditorium and listen to the session, so we have a party starting very soon after the closing keynote. So we not take much of your time, but this is a very interesting session. You will be learning something new. Definitely, I'm making sure that we are making sure that you learn something new. So what are we going to talk about today? The session says how to use Einstein discovery to optimize the pricing. So anyone has heard what is Einstein discovery? Do you know what is this Einstein discovery? Okay, so it's the latest offering by Salesforce. So Salesforce acquired this company called Beyond Code in 2000 sometime back only, and they now changed the name to the product. It's called Einstein Discovery. So it's an extension, or it's a new product for Salesforce which can be used along with Einstein Analytics.
Hello everyone, I'm a cloud consultant working at Trailblazers, and I have around 3 years of experience, and I recently started with the web analytics and the Einstein discovery.
I am Jayesh Tejwani working with Trailblazers. I have almost 5 years experience in Salesforce. I am a certified application architect. So we are working on this product Einstein Discovery, so we thought let's share with the community what it is and how it can help your customers if you're working in some company. Or also as a person who wants to know about AI, then it's a great learning. So what's happening in today's time? There's a data explosion. You can see almost today I have almost read 500 tweets. So data is being created and the data is doubling every 2 years. And the kind of analytics softwares we have, it's becoming difficult for them to analyze such large amounts of data. So a traditional business analyst or traditional analytics software, it cannot understand such huge amounts of data. And as a customer, if you've seen nowadays, your apps have become very smarter. In the morning you get up, you get a message on your Fitbit or Samsung Health saying you have to be active for 60 minutes, you have to run for this much amount of time, you have to consume this many calories. So it's giving you some intelligent insights and then making you smarter. When you're on YouTube, based on your history, what videos you have watched, it's telling you what you should watch next. So it's understanding, it's learning, and it's giving you some insights and telling you what to do next. So it's making you smarter. AI has totally changed the way we are connecting. It's making us talk to chatbots or talk to Siri, talk to Alexa and get a task done, making us work faster. Then it is suggesting us the right kind of clothes we should wear on our shopping platform using machine learning. Then when we are clicking pictures, it's automatically tagging people who are with us based on the deep learning algorithm which it has. But what about business? Do we get such smarter decisions or smarter insights in the business softwares which we are using currently? I don't know. So when we want to analyze a simple variable out of the 10 variables we have, so we have to create 10 graphs for that, for each variable. And as the number of variables increase depending on the data which we have, the number of graphs increase. So the dashboards are very huge. There are a lot amount of reports for that. So what if we could bring AI into your current business applications like the Salesforce CRM and make your sales or marketing team smarter to use to make decisions which are faster. Introducing to you is Einstein Discovery. It's a smart data discovery platform. What do you mean by smart data discovery? It has deep learning, machine learning, and natural language processing behind it, and it can go through large amounts of data. It can give you insights which are automated and in few hours. If you have to work with a data science team, if you work with a data scientist, he will take at least minimum couple of months to create a model by understanding the data which you have. You have to create model in your softwares, and then it can start making some sense out of it. But using this software, you can analyze data in maximum 2-3 hours based on the kind of data you have. So it's automated analytics. then it gives you unbiased insights. As humans, we have some biasness towards the data. We feel that this variables can be important, cannot be important. And we also have some kind of, we need to have domain knowledge. But you need not train answer discovery for any domain or any kind of variables. It automatically understands what variables are important, what are not important, and understands the domain as well. So it's unbiased insights. Narrative explanations. When it gives you an insight, it's all into graphs which you can understand. It's simple. You can export that into PowerPoint, into Word, and you can take it to your management or salespeople, and they can understand through it. So it has simple narrative explanations, and it has recommended actions. When you're loading the data, it's telling you the data has null values, it has blanks, it has this. So it's trying to clean your data first. Second, then it's telling you what you should be doing, how you can change the outcome. And then when you deploy this data to your object like opportunity account, it starts giving you recommendations. So you should be doing this to have this outcome. So how we used Einstein Discovery for our customers, we talk about that, we'll give you a demo on that, how we are using currently. So you can have various use cases. So the use case which we are using from the pricing, we're trying to train the model that it can help us come with the right pricing model for the products which the customers are selling, so that the sales team doesn't give a lot of discount or gives less discount. Higher price doesn't mean less discount. It can mean giving customers something else apart from the product, like giving some extra services. So it's all about that. So coming up with the right pricing model, it's a complex thing. It needs to have a lot of variations. So we'll try to show you a small demo of how we're using currently Einstein Discovery.
So as Jayesh said, before starting with the Einstein Discovery, you have to decide what kind of data you want to get the insights and build the data set onto it. So we can get the data from the quotes, opportunities, your products, and your accounts as well. Okay. So you first need to start with the finalizing the data, identify the data, and then create the data set. Why we create data set? Because with the data set you can query and analyze your data really faster. After that you have to create the story, get the insights, finalize the insights, then deploy it to Salesforce. From there the sales reps can visualize the predictions and everything, then they can decide that they want to go with the Einstein predictions or not. Okay. So, once you get the license and create a permission set, assign the user's license to yourself, and after that, first thing is you need to start with the data set. So there are multiple ways you can get the data from, you can get the data from multiple ways. We have explored only two ways, Salesforce and the CSV. Okay, if you want to get the data from the Salesforce, you can get it from the same org, or either you can create a connection to your production org or any developer org. You just have to give your username, password, and the security token. And if you are taking from, after that you just have to select the object, decide whatever the fields or the data you want to take, select the fields and the copy data. Just have to set the fields and copy data, and then data set will be created. So for our demo, we are using the CSV file. Let me show you. So So meanwhile, it's transferring data into the data sets. Let's just review this one. Okay. So discovery provides the data cleanup also. If you have this is the standard data and almost cleaned up. So in our production org and client data, there are chances that you don't have particular data in there. This null values are there. So you can clean up the data, and after you clean up your data, you have the best data. Then you can create the story onto it, and the predictions will come exactly almost correctly. Okay. I'm just going to delete these 3 rows which have null values, and I'm going to apply on this. Okay. So now my data set is created. You can clean up your data from if you want to change the text to number or any other date field, and you can change it. And from here, if you want to exclude some of the data, you can exclude or change the label from here. So for our demo purpose, we have taken the variable as a product, where the product is running, country, industry, and when the opportunity was closed, manufacturer, discount level, and the margin. So here a margin is our desirable outcome. I want to increase my margin for a particular product. So I'm just going to create the story. From here, you have 2 options. Either you want to maximize your margin, maximize your profit, or minimize your discount or any other variables which contribute to your revenue. So I am going to maximize my margin from this data set which I have just created. And from here, discovery will automatically by default select your actionable parameters. From here, it has selected discount level. So what are the actionable variables? These are the variables you want to select or deselect so that impacts your revenue. So I want to minimize or change the discount level that will affect the margin. Okay. So meanwhile, while Einstein is crunching the data, creating some of the graphs, and predicting how it can improve my margin, let me just show you the stories. So there are multiple types of insights you can get. So first is what happened. So this is just simple graphs and reports like normal dashboards you get it from normal configuration. It just shows that what had happened in the past, and generally it's in the bar chart, and you can okay. So my variables are product, industry, manufacturer. So I can select or include any of the parameters and get to know which parameter is affecting the other parameter. So I want to see the product with the industry. So this is the normal chart which is showing that the engineering industry has reverse average margin. Okay. Moving next to the why it happened. So why it happened shows that whatever the data you have, which are the parameters are contributing your desired outcome, and why it's contributing the desired your outcome, and why it's giving this particular predictions and giving your explanation to it. Okay.
Takes some time because it's creating model in the background and then it's giving insights. So, and the number of rows are like 30,000 rows, so that's why it takes some time. The internet is behaving sketchy.
rows you have. So over here it's 34.85 average click. And the last one is the average when the product is light laptop. So it is slightly more than the total average. Okay, and the middle components will show the reason behind this particular light laptops having more margin. So over here it's suggesting the manufacturer, when the manufacturer is Dallas, margin for the light laptops is more. Okay. It's suggesting that impact is minus 3.988 and the coefficient is 6.21. So the both are in the negative sign. When they get multiplied, it becomes like more negative things happening more. It gives that it's positive. Okay. And these are the unrelated things which affecting the margin for the light laptops to be more. From here, you can see that 3 to 4 unrelated variables which is affecting the light laptop's margin. From here, you can change the count of rows. Okay. And if the data scientist or your analyst feels that this particular insight is perfectly working with your business cycle, he can add that inside your story. Otherwise, you can just let it go. And next thing is R code. So R code is basically, if you have seen in the web analytics, it's give you the JSON code. Same like that. It's like everything which is there in the story, it's giving in the in this format. Right?
Yeah, it gives you the R code. So if you have worked on R language, you can use R Studio or R Analytics tools and take this R code and put in the tools, and then you can do more analysis on that data.
Next is what changed over the time. Since I have included the close date for the opportunity, it will give me, so suggesting from for 2015, almost like margin is changing for the light laptops in this variation. So how can I improve it? How can I improve insights gives you the reason behind like how your variables are interacting, and like basically it's the predictions which you see on the Salesforce records. So it's suggesting the predicted outcome when the product is light tablet, and basically it's suggesting that change the product from mini tablets to light tablets when the country is Western United States. So it gives the idea to sales rep that this particular product is working better in this particular region. So discovery has given you the platform to get the insights, but your data analyst has to decide which parameters to correlate into them and make them interactive. And after that, if it feels right to the business, and then you can move it to your Salesforce and get it live. Okay. So let me just. You can play this story as well, and like download it in the PowerPoint presentation and send it to your clients. It doesn't work when you are representing.
So it requires sound and based in a recording, why, what happened, why it happened. That's just to the what happened as a voice for management team if you want.
Okay, from here you can share this story and export it into web analytics also. Moving forward, next step is deploy this to Salesforce, do a write back and get the predictions. Okay. From here there is a button deploy to Salesforce. To select your object. So before you migrate it to your object, because we have taken this from the CSV file, it's important that the label in the CSV file should match with the whatever there is on the your record. Since we have already deployed the one story to the Salesforce, you can deploy it a new one or you can enhance the existing one. I'm just creating a new one. While the testing purpose, when this Einstein Discovery project is going live, you don't want each and every code to get Einstein predictions. So you can give the criteria and selected codes will only have the predictions. Since I have already deployed this to Salesforce, this is my recommendation. This one is your recommendation ID. This is the model. Okay. There are multiple steps before you get predictions. So you have to install a managed package which is provided from the Salesforce side, which is available on the help article. After that, you have to create some custom fields on that particular object where you want to see the predictions. And there's a custom field which is auto created when you install this managed package. You just have to go there, give your recommendation ID, which is you got it from here, and the 3 custom fields which you created. What this custom setting will do, it will connect the Einstein Discovery story and your Salesforce all through the managed package, and this will give you this is called the actual write back, which is like you are writing back to the Salesforce. And after that you have to create one trigger which is provided from the Salesforce. So it's like it is not optimized. After that when you decide your business cycle, you have to optimize that trigger. So let me just show you that. So this is the trigger, you have to after that optimize it. Yeah, this is the custom setting. This is the recommendation ID, where you prediction definition ID, and this is the 3 custom fields which I have created on the particular object. So this is my record. Whenever you create particular that record or get updated, the trigger will update your Einstein Discovery prescriptions and the explanation and the outcome as well. Okay. In our model, the product is mini tablet, and I have given the discount as gold. So right here, Right now the margin on the particular product is 24, and while the discovery is predicting that the margin should be 38.50. So it's like way better, like too much low. So right now the flag is red. So since our insights includes most of the like product discount, like how you create your insights, the insights will get shown on the discovery prescription field. Okay, and discovery explanation fields will give you the reason behind why the Einstein is giving you the 38.50 as an outcome. Okay, so it's suggesting when the industries, transportation and manufacturing is new tech, your margin is getting decreased by 2.972. Okay. So from here suggesting I should change the discount level to silver. Normally you don't change the product, you have to change the discount or any other parameter for your business cycle. Okay, I'm just going to change it to. Okay. So first thing is Einstein Discovery do not touch your Salesforce fields and data. It's just going to rewrite or anything on the discovery outcome field only. If you want to make it like, if you want to make the another model, if you finalize your Einstein Discovery cycle and everything, after that you can change your model, business cycle model. Till now it's only on the discovery outcome field only. So I'm changing my discount level to silver. Now I'm giving the less discount, so it's suggesting that it should get increased by 0.231%. See, so it has been increased by 0.23, and yeah, so this is the another like behind model which we have created for us. Whenever you change the discount level, the margin on the product will get changed, and the flag for the sales rep also will change. So there are 2-3 limitations which we have to remember. First thing, label should be same. Even if you are getting from the Salesforce object, and if the label is not same, Discovery will give you the error. Okay. The second thing is if you are trying on developer org, trial org, the columns on the Excel and the fields from the Salesforce is limited to 12, and the count of rows is only 50,000. And if you have like partner org, it's like more than 50, like 200 on the data sets, and after that you can select till 50 while creating the story. So I have 200 columns, but I want to get the insights only from the 50 variables. So I just can select till 50. Okay, and yeah, this is trigger you have to optimize, and this one is the another lightning component which you have to create. This on the pilot type.
So if you want to learn more about it, you can go to Trailhead and search for Einstein Discovery Basics, or you can go to the site sodc.co Einstein Discovery. You'll get a lot of Einstein related trails in that, and you can learn more about it. You get a basic trial org where you can select, you can perform the same demo over there by using a data set. It also gives you a data set also in that Trailhead module, so it's easy to understand and learn more about it.
Yeah, so right now your like the CSV Excel sheet is data is clear, but normally your customer data is like way too difficult. You have to get into it and get the insights in.
So as you saw, we in like 5-10 minutes we were able to pick up some data and get some insights. So that's what it's reduced the traditional model's time from 8 months to like at most 2 hours, based on the kind of data, based on the kind of fields which you have. So it really has reduced the time to get to the right insights for your team or for the management. Any questions you have? There are some swags by the JDF team, so if you have any questions you can ask, we'll pass on the swags. or I'll ask questions. Yeah, go ahead.
So you mentioned two terms. One is deep learning, one is machine learning.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
It's all, so they are different models. So again, it's all about a lot of model creation. I'm not a data scientist, so I cannot give you an exact definition. Yeah, but there is a different, I don't have the exact definition, but it's all about modeling, and deep learning is going and coming up with different insights. Again, machine learning is understanding the machine data. So I don't have much answers for that.
Will this work if I create new data? So will it fetch that data information and you can analyze that and can give me some insights?
Yeah, you can give any data. You can come with right now any data and you can give it and it can give you insights.
For that, I have to reprocess the data and create new data set again, right?
Yeah, you have to create a new data set.
This complete process cannot be automated, right? Like if my data is changing, the
Yeah.
insights won't change. I have to reprocess it.
Reprocess the data.
Yeah, you have to start again. You have to create a data set, clean the data, remove the null values,
You have to do all the
select the variables.
Yeah, so suppose we take an example of Amazon.
Yeah.
Now the trend has changed. People are buying new type of t-shirts, but it is having the old data model, then it will not work, right?
Yeah, so again, you have to keep changing your stories again and again. You have, based on the data now,
You have to refresh it again.
you have to refresh the story and you can come up with the new stories so that you can deploy those new recommendations based on the data which has changed over time. Because data keeps changing, right?
Yeah.
So again, come up with a model and deploy that to Salesforce and then we'll give the predictions.
Otherwise, the code and the custom settings will remain same. You just have to change
So
the
this is
ID
not-
condition ID.
So still till now we are not even in real time solutions, right?
Sorry?
Real time solution is not possible, right?
Real time analyzing the data and giving that, no, this is like historical data is analyzed and it gave the insight and then you deployed it. But real time again, it's so yeah. So if you saw the data was historical, but the right now the record was real time, right? So it had taken a new product, mini tablet, and based on that it was telling me it had seen the data ki in the past the people who were buying mini tablet, the discount level given to them was silver. That's why they were able to increase the margin and they were able to close the deal. So if you want to increase your margin on this record right now, change the discount level to silver. Once you change the silver, the margin increases. So it had analyzed the previous data. That's why it was suggesting you to increase, change the discount level. So that was so it analyzed the like 30,000 rows. Based on that, it was telling me, okay, क्या करना चाहिए अभी आगे. So that's how it is. So right now we like if Salesforce has a lot of customers for that. It's been like in the market for almost 2-3 years. But for our specific partner, we have implemented for a customer right just right now 2-3 months back. So it's in a pilot stage. So they are understanding because it's again something new. So they're trying to implement in the sales cycle. Only 4-5 users are using that predicted outcome because they wanna lose their business. So right now the Einstein is predicting like you can sell this product for $10,000, but okay, I'll sell it. But what if the customer goes away? So they are testing on limited amount of sales users and trying to find out if it's working or not.
And does it have a feedback model? So once it gives insights, you
Yeah.
implement.
Yeah.
Based on the results, does it refine? Is there any kind of
Yeah. So again, now let's say I change the pricing. I made it 10,000. But what happens? The opportunity is still in the negotiation state, right? But in the end, I go make the opportunity is lost because the customer went away. So again, now it has lost. So then it understands. Okay, if you increase the price by this amount, then it's getting lost. So then again, next time we'll suggest you, okay, give this much price. So that's how it'll start understanding, analyzing, and based on the data which is there, and start telling you the right amount based on the next transaction.
Don't you think the price depends upon the customer? Because some people feel that particular price is right for me, that is less for me, that is high for me.
Yeah, definitely. Customer always wants like the lowest price, but it's upon us to give that price or not, right? I want to give as a salesperson, I should give him 10% discount, 20% discount, depending on the margin my company is getting. So it's about the margin. But if the so not every time the customer expects discount. So there are customers in US, they don't expect discount every time. If you're giving them a niche product, they get ready to buy it at a higher price. So that's what the customer. So as a business, I'm not sure whether increasing the price will actually close my let me close the deals faster or let me close my deal or not. So that's why it helps. Okay, you can definitely increase your price because in the past people have bought this at a higher price. So it's telling you that, which you might not know because of the kind of business you have been doing, discount every time. So it'll give you some insight which you have not even thought of.
Does it consider geography as well?
Yes.
So certain model will work in US but not in India because
Yeah.
the mindset is different. So
So that's the kind of data you have to give. So it's unbiased. So domain, region, all this doesn't matter. It has to just take the data and depending on the data, it'll give you the insights. Okay, if not, I'll give one to you for the answer which I couldn't give.